In headlines tonight, President Trump spending hours in the Situation Room with his national security team as Israel and Iran launched additional missiles at one another. Iran backing out of scheduled nuclear talks with the U.S., leaving the future of negotiations uncertain. National correspondent Atra El-Nashar with how all of this is impacting the U.S.
Soon after news broke Thursday night of Israel's strikes on Iran, the Trump administration issued its first comment, stressing, "We are not involved." A close ally to Israel and in the middle of nuclear talks with Iran, the U.S. was already in a position to be pulled into what comes next. Iran suspending talks with the U.S. indefinitely, claiming the attacks were carried out with the cooperation, coordination, or at least they say, a green light from the United States, saying the U.S. must be held accountable. President Trump telling Reuters, "We knew everything and I tried to save Iran humiliation and death. I tried to save them very hard because I would have loved to have seen a deal worked out. They can still work out a deal, however. It's not too late." Members of Congress are wary of a regional conflict breaking out, but are showing different levels of concern about U.S. forces getting involved. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham says Iranian officials who survived Israel's initial strikes should agree to abandon their nuclear program. Quote, "If not, America, the greatest power for good on earth, should be all in to help Israel finish the job." Top Democrat on the Senate Armed Services Committee, Jack Reed, calling Israel's actions a reckless escalation. He says, "I urge both nations to show immediate restraint, and I call on President Trump and our international partners to press for diplomatic de-escalation before this crisis spirals further out of control." It's inevitable the U.S. will feel an economic impact from this conflict. Stocks were down Friday over the geopolitical instability, and oil prices saw an immediate spike. GasBuddy's Patrick DeHaan tells me he expects gas prices to rise 10 to 25 cents over the next couple of weeks.
Conflict increases risk of oil flows being disrupted. The degree of what happens from here on out depends on the degree in which Iran responds, or if Israel escalates the situation and has new attacks.
So far, de-escalation seems out of the question. In Washington, I'm Atra El-Nashar reporting.